Diarmuid Kearney reporting for finalwhistle.ie this evening, where Karen Duggan's late strike secured a big 3 points for Peamount United in the League of Ireland Women's Premier Division as they overcame Wexford 2-1 in PRL Park, having came from behind in the second half. In the opening half, in the early exchanges anyway, it was all Peamount. Erin McLaughlin had a shot that flew over the Wexford crossbar in the early minutes. It was all possession-based football in those early couple of minutes, and Peamount almost had a great chance as the ball fell to Kate Mooney after a lovely, well-worked move from a host of their players, but unfortunately Mooney was flagged offside. A couple of minutes later, a bit of tennis inside in the Peamount box almost saw Wexford grab an early lead through Rihanna Jarrett, but a block getting in the way, managing to clear the danger for Peamount, but an absolute scramble nonetheless. A couple of minutes later, Jarrett just headed wide from a corner that followed from that previous attempt, but it still remained 0-0. A couple of minutes later, Peamount were starting to get on the attack again and try and get a move working towards breaking the deadlock in those early exchanges. Lauren O'Callaghan crossed from the right wing to look for Kate Mooney, but just a little bit too heavy from the Peamount right back as it just flew over and went out for a goal kick. A couple of minutes later, Peamount's best chance came from one of Wexford's players in the form of Abby Brophy, as she almost scored an own goal, but for Maeve Williams getting in the way to keep it at 0-0. At the half-hour mark, it would be the lead for the visitors as Rihanna Jarrett had a lovely bit of a 1-2 link-up with Kylie Murphy, and Murphy had a great sense of vision to play in her forward, and she made no mistake with a lovely right-footed shot that beat Niamh Reid Burke at her right-hand side bottom corner. Despite Reid Burke getting a great hand to it, however, it's still nestled in the bottom corner. Peamount didn't really have much of the way of chances at the end of that opening half. Ciara Roster had a free kick from a dangerous enough position, but that struck the crossbar and the resulting corner, or struck the wall, should I say, and that resulting corner didn't come to anything as we headed for the break at 1-0 to the visitors. Second half was all Peamount United, very much a game of two halves, if you want to go by the scoreline. Peamount came out and were a lot more dominant. They looked sharper. They had plenty of early chances and possession. And eventually, after the hour mark, it would tell as they managed to draw level through Erin McLaughlin. Sive Doyle with a lovely cross on the right wing was aiming for Kate Mooney. Maeve Williams did well to come off her line and come out and parry the ball clear. But unfortunately for her, it fell kindly to McLaughlin, who struck a lovely right-footed volley into the empty net. A couple of minutes later, Karen Duggan almost made it 2-1, however, but Louise Corrigan produced a fantastic block to stop the effort from going into the back of the net. Both teams would have chances. Emily Corbett came close for Utes, but that was very little in the way of their chances in the second half, as they did not look like did not look like getting the ball in the back of the net, while Peamount were causing all the danger. And right near the end, it was Karen Duggan who struck an absolutely sublime shot on her right foot that went into the far corner past Maeve Williams in the Wexford goal. A great result for Peamount, and one that keeps them still at the top of the league table in this early exchanges of the season, as it finished in Green Oak. Peamount United 2, Wexford Utes 1.